Cycle 4, Oxide. Copy, over. Go. Hey, I'm not getting anything from Cycle 4 at the Northbridge Road. Could be a bad transmitter. Got 2 tangos down below.
Here's a quote from the universe created by James Cameron 43 years ago. "It's in your nature to destroy yourselves." The Terminator T-800, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, exposing humanity's worst traits. Good evening, my friends. It's Monday. The week has already begun. But the news waits for no one. And that's exactly what we're going to do, presenting the third and final part of our weekly segment, What's New with the News. Today's theme is video games, and we'll cover a bit of everything from news about titles inspired by anime and manga, the emergence of a new studio, to Disney seemingly changing its strategy, talking about the new Terminator game, and finishing with a new team-based shooter that promises hours of fun playing with friends. Are you ready? Let's get started. YouTube, the weekend may be over, but data traffic is constant. Have you been hunting many monsters or battling pirates virtually? Pause the game and start the video. Let's start with 3 new characters for this title. Marvelous USA released 3 new character trailers for Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma, highlighting Heine, Woolby, and Mauro. The game will be released worldwide on May 30th for Switch and PC, including a special Earth Dancer edition with various extras. Previously called Rune Factory, Project Dragon, the game is part of the franchise's expansion, which will also include Rune Factory 6.
You confessed your feelings, and yet you still don't get mine?
Anime and video games, an explosive combination. Sasuke Uchiha, Young Weirder Final Battle, arrives in Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker as the 43rd DLC character in a free update. The content includes new ninjutsu, a secret technique, and avatar parts. The 8th season began in May 2024 without a season pass. The game was released in 2018 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Manga and video games, another combination we all enjoy. Bushiroad released a new trailer for Natsume Yujin Cho Hazuki no Shirushi, the first game based on the Natsume's Book of Friends manga. The game, a visual novel where players explore the city as Natsume, will be released for Switch and PC on June 5th. A special edition with collectible items is already available for pre-order. The game will support Japanese, simplified Chinese, and traditional Chinese.
この夏を心に記そう。
A legendary creator launches a new studio. Kenji Ozawa, former co-director of Visions of Mana and former member of NetEase's Uka Studios, founded Studio Sasanqua to develop and market games for PC and consoles. The studio already has a project in development. Ozawa worked at Bandai Namco on franchises like Gundam and Dragon Ball. Uka Studios was shut down by NetEase, leading to Ryosuke Yoshida's departure in December.
の小さな交換が起きますように。
Here comes Disney pulling a rabbit out of the hat. Disney launched the augmented reality game Disney Step in Japan, allowing players to explore the real world in a treasure hunt with Disney characters. The game is free to play with in-app purchases and offers avatar customization. To celebrate the launch, there are login bonuses and rewards for those who participated in the 500,000 pre-registrations. A commercial featuring Ryunosuke Kamiki and Jun Shison was also released.
そして出会った仲間と記念撮影も。
This title promises to be one of the big games of the year. Mercury Steam announced Blades of Fire, a 3D action-adventure game set for release on May 22nd for PC, Epic Games Store, PS5, and Xbox Series XS. The game features the Forge mechanic, allowing players to create custom weapons from 30 scrolls and 7 weapon families. The combat requires precision, with different damage types and more than 50 varied enemies. The style resembles Castlevania, Lords of Shadow more than Metroid Dread.
Say, you're here to kill me.
This title promises many nightmares and spine-chilling moments. Sanguis Luna is a psychological horror game where you wake up trapped in a cursed house with no memory of how you got there. Shadows hide secrets, and a dark presence watches you as the line between reality and madness fades. Every clue could lead to salvation or unspeakable horror. The only way out is to escape before the darkness consumes you. James Cameron, the creator of this franchise, will surely be proud. Terminator 2D, No Fate arrives on September 5th for consoles and PC, in both physical and digital versions. The 2D pixel art action game lets you play as Sarah Connor and the T-800 to face the T-1000 and Skynet. Inspired by Terminator 2, it brings arcade gameplay, iconic movie moments, and several game modes. The cinematic soundtrack complements the nostalgic experience. Before we finish, another anime character enters the world of video games, Baki Hanma. Blood Arena arrives in September for consoles and PC, bringing 2D action in the style of Punch-Out! Playing as Baki, players face 12 unique opponents in 5 arenas, using special moves inspired by the anime. The game promises challenging combat, an intense soundtrack, and an epic final confrontation against the strongest living creature.
Baki Hanma, Blood Arena.
We wrap up with a title you can play with your friends. FragPunk, a free 5 vs 5 shooter from NetEase and Bad Guitar Studio, was released for PC on March 6, 2025, with PS5 and Xbox Series XS versions coming later. The game features dynamic maps that change the battlefield and a visual style heavily inspired by Arcane. The cinematic trailer drew comparisons to Overwatch, reflecting NetEase's attempt to create its own hero shooter after breaking with Blizzard.
This will decide everything. And nothing.
And humanity is right to fear it. The darkness wants to consume you and all you love. But my kind claim its power.
Since we mentioned him, here's a quote from the most famous shinobi of all time. "If you don't like the hand that fate's dealt you with, fight for a new one." Naruto Uzumaki's optimism and determination are truly unshakable. Which news did you like the most? We had Rune Factory introducing 3 new characters and continuing to gain fans. We got another new character for the Naruto to Boruto DLC. The announcement of a new development studio created by the mind behind Visions of Mana, another horror title that's going to freeze our blood, and we finished with FragPunk, clearly inspired by Arcane, which will bring a lot of team fun. Our mantra: comment, like, bell subscription. Do all that we just said, especially hitting the like button on the video. Have a great week. Thank you so much for your support. Stay tuned, and don't miss any videos because the news doesn't wait for anyone. Until next time, folks.